Okay, so I'm filming this inside of my GoPro. I'm gonna do this in two parts. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend this video with some outdoor footage, and then when ultimately I get this fixed, I'll make a second video, it'll be part two. So I have a Gunite pool and a Gunite spa together. They're on one pump, and the spa has a bubbler, air. I opened the spa recently, a couple of days ago, and the pool, and I figured I would try the air, and it didn't work. Only half of the jets were bubbling. The other half weren't working. So I was like, what's going on? So let me show you. This is what is coming out of our wall on the spa. So I took off, and it has something like this that goes into it. So for the way it snaps in. So in the winter, take this out. I put a plug in there, I blow it out, I put a plug in, and it's winterized. So I take this out, and I feel around, and I feel something in there. And I have, first of all, it's really, I don't really know exactly how the air and the water work, where the air comes from, but I digress. I feel something in there. So I'm sticking my finger around, and I feel something moving. Well, I didn't realize, but this unscrews from the pool, from the wall. So I took a Knipex, one of these big things, and if you look carefully, there are 4 little notches. They make a tool that grips the inside of this, so you can unscrew it. But I very delicately took this, and I unscrewed it. I didn't know whether it unscrewed or not, but it unscrews. And something came flying out. What came flying out? This piece. I had no idea what this was. At first, I thought it was a piece of this, because I saw the hex and the hex, but this one's a male, and this is a female. So I'm like, what? I have no idea what this is. So I went to a different jet across the way that was working, and I unscrewed this, and I felt in there, and I felt this stick it inside. I'm like, uh-oh, this is in there. This broke off. So I went and I felt the one that broke, and sure enough, I could feel cracked PVC. So I went and I got a socket wrench to fit this. I got an extension, and I put it on, the one that was good, and I unscrewed it, thinking a little thing is gonna come out. Here's what came out. All right, so for anybody that doesn't know, this is what's in the wall in a spa. Maybe not all of them, but this is like a Gunite adapter. This is the side that faces the jet, and this is screwed in way back, whatever it is, 5, 6, 7 inches back inside the wall. So now I was like, how am I gonna get this out of the other side? The other piece was broken off about 1.5 inches in. So what I did was I sent away to supplyhouse.com, and I bought an inside nipple extractor. And I got a 1-inch one, knowing that this was 1-inch pipe. Well, easier said than done, because this was far enough in the wall so I couldn't really get this all the way in there. Well, actually, it's this side. I couldn't really get all the way in there, but I was able to take a, what was it? Something I'd use to like take the lug nuts off my car, like an impact wrench driver that fit on the edge of this. Maybe it's like 23 millimeters. And it just slid right in, but I wedged it so it wouldn't fall out. And then I was able to use that as an extension and get this in here. And I was able to unscrew this using this and this. I was able to stick this in the hole, kind of open it, and twist, and I was able to unscrew this. So what I'm gonna do now is, fortunately, these things have part numbers on them. This says 217-1060. This side says 219-1060. So this part was about $2. This part was about $4. Shipping was about $10. So I'm gonna take a 1-inch PVC, some PVC cement. I'm gonna make it So you can see, obviously, this cracked off of here, and there was no water in this, so I don't know whether it just gave because of time. Let me see how this lines up. This is a perfect fit, like a puzzle. Now, I was thinking about trying to glue this back with there you go, with some kind of cement, but I'm not doing that. So what I'm going to do is just take a measurement. I'm going to make sure the new one I make is exactly this size, and I'll screw it in. Once with this, it's fairly easy to do because you have the whatever size this is. Now, what I don't know, and maybe somebody could help me, who knows what they're doing. This and this don't fit. Hexagon, hexagon. Looks about the same size. It doesn't. This is too large to fit in that hole. Is this supposed to fit together? Is this the wrong item? This is a waterway mini jet. Okay, these are made by Waterway also. So I would assume that these went together, but they don't in any of the jets. Any of the 6 jets that I have in the hot tub, or 7 jets, these just are sitting in here. And I would say this one is finished somewhere. It doesn't fit in here. So it's probably this as far as it's going, like this. So there's definitely a gap. There's definitely a gap between these two things. If you push this all the way in, this has got to be back maybe a half an inch. So anyway, that's where I am. I'll show you the video now if anybody's interested, but not what I was expecting. I don't do this for a living. I was shocked at the size of this. I thought it was just a little small. And if anybody really understands where the air and where the water goes, there's another PVC tube around this. So I have no idea if this PVC tube is blowing the air and around the outside is where the water goes, or vice versa, like the water squirts through the middle. I would think the middle is the air, and around the outside of the tube is where the water goes. But if anybody knows, please let me know. So that's where I am. All right, so thanks for listening. You can watch the video and it's far away because I'm not good at capturing these things close up. I wish I was, but all right, take a look. One of these jets broke off. This is what I got out of it. I took the top part off. Apparently one of those parts broke off in the wall. I'm gonna see if I can take off the outer part. So I got that out. So this snaps into here. Now I'm gonna try to get the part that I really want without cracking it. Let's see, this is loosening. All right. Holy shit. That is what I have to get out. That is completely stuck in there. Wow. All right, so this part broke off on that one. I was not expecting it to be this, like a big thing like this. I'm just gonna have to be able to see in there. Fucking got it. That was not easy. So there it is. I was able to push this in and get it started. It works a lot better outside of water, but I was able to get it out using this, jamming this in there and opening it and twisting.